Days, I've been urging caution about jumping to conclusions about the shooting of Charlie Kirk. I've said everybody needs to slow their roll. They need to let law enforcement do their jobs competently, hopefully, and that during the course of the investigation, certain facts and evidence will come out. For example, who is the perpetrator or more? And most importantly, what was the motive behind why Charlie Kirk was killed? It's very basic. I'm somebody who's run investigations and prosecuted these types of cases. But instead of actually doing that and exercising some caution, in a rush to be first, mainstream media has been false. And in doing so, they not only have fueled the flames of this calls for civil war against liberals and leftists and Democrats, but even worse, they've allowed the hyper insane vilification of a community, the transgender community that's already under baseless and disgusting attacks by the far right. They've allowed that community now to suffer unnecessarily. So here's example number one, and I think maybe the worst of them all. The Wall Street Journal, in a rush to break news, falsely claimed that law enforcement had found bullets that were at the scene of the crime in Utah, and that these bullets were engraved with, quote, transgender and anti-fascist ideology, end quote. Okay, I know what anti-fascism is, but what the fuck is transgender ideology? And the fact that they were just dead ass wrong is just abhorrent. And then this absurd editor's note that's like a novella in small font italics is supposed to sit there and make it better when they clarify that there was no indication that there was any ammunition that had transgender references. Like, that's supposed to fix the freaking problem? Again, the second that this Wall Street Journal article hit the airwaves, of course, what did Trump and Loomer and all those loony ass far right people do? They decided that this just underscored their mission to just spout hateful rhetoric about the transgender community. Example number two, not as egregious as the Wall Street Journal, but the Guardian had to issue an editor's note because it inaccurately claimed that Tyler Robinson's friend from high school said that Tyler was a, quote, liberal in a family of Republicans. And yet now that friend's like, I may not accurately remember the details of that relationship. Look, if you cannot corroborate it, and again, in a rush for clicks to get people to read your article, why are you putting this information out there? Why not exercise some caution before you allow more kerosene to be poured on this conflagration? Mainstream media needs to do better.